our windproofing that we put up at 4 AM this morning to hold this lovely strap that's definitely helpful and absolutely needed on this tent. And my further windproofing was to tie these up because they were just going tap, 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 tap. So we are on the road again this morning. We are heading out of the Francois National Park area.
Francois Peron National Park
area. We're heading to Monkey Mia today, but we thought on the way out we would take a couple of little detours, one of which is to the Cattle Well, which is where we're headed right now. Apparently it's a good fishing spot and it's full drive access. That was all that we were told.
Trying to tick all the boxes on our holiday pretty much.
And then yeah, from here I think we just head back towards Denham and then we shoot across to Monkey Mia. I actually don't know the exact road mapping of it.
We might stop in at Denham on the way. It's not technically on the way, but we might just pull out to go to Denham, do a bit of shopping because we got an email saying that the shops at Monkey Mia are closed today on the day that we arrive, unfortunately. So might just stock up on a bit of food for tonight / this afternoon, depending on what time we get into the area.
But otherwise, yeah, it's been oh man, last night, wow. Just before we went to bed, Daniel was like, oh, these winds aren't like, nearly as bad as what we've been forecast. It was forecast like 40k an hour winds. He's like, this is definitely not 40k's an hour. And then lo and behold, all night, it was at least 40k an hour winds. It was crazy, wasn't it? It was very windy, and it still is windy today.
Yeah. So, big moment, we've come down to the Cattle Well, and according to the little tourist brochure, this is a go-to place for good fishing. We've seen a few people are fishing around the place. They've all gone home, which can only mean one thing: fish are definitely biting. So a moment you guys have all been waiting for on the channel is me to dust off the old fishing rod, which has not seen the light of day in a few years. I'm not a very good fisherman, but I'm gonna give it a go. We're on a holiday, right? And this is apparently the place to go. So, if I can remember how to use my fishing rod, we'll give it a go. So I've caught exactly one fish in my life that was edible, and it was about 10 years ago in Coral Bay. It was golden trevally, and it was about this big, of course. So I caught that with one of these things, a golden spinner, or a twisty.
Beautiful.
There we go, so one of these oh, nice shot.
Oh, such a good shot.
So that's what I'm going to be using. Right now is a hook on my line, but yeah, no bait. And this is what I've had success with in the past. This is what I'll use again. Probably the complete wrong thing to be using for these particular waters. So please feel free to comment. I'm very keen to learn. I just don't know anything right now, and I haven't really put much time into research either. So grab one of these bad boys out. That apparently just spins around in the water. So you cast out, reel straight back in immediately. It's going to spin through the water. Fish see, ooh, gold, shiny. I need to eat that. Bite on. Then I caught myself a delicious fish. No, they're not biting. Let's go. Any bets on who's going to catch a fish first? Or neither of us?
Is it supposed to be bent like that?
No.
Did you have a mad fish there?
Yeah, what I did, it was like a big marlin out there. I was fighting him, and then he got the better
Snapped
of my
your
line.
rod.
Oh, look at that. This is my most used possession.
Well, guess that's an end to the fishing.
Yeah, guess I need to get myself a new rod.
Oh dear, that's sad.
Guys, a good fisherman never lets a malfunctioning fishing rod stop him from catching that nice, delicious fish. So we've done away with the other half of the fishing rod.
You don't even have the loop at the end.
No, it's just down here. This bit's just for show. Good as new. So no bites at Cattlewell, so that can only mean one thing. There's clearly no fish in those waters, so did the only thing we could do and pack up, and we're back on the road, heading out of the Francois Peron National Park and then over to Monkey Mia, air the tyres up, maybe stopping at Denham on the way through
I feel sick.
Buy some supplies. Actually not even sure if Monkey Mia is technically within the Francois Peron National Park or not. On the map it's like right on the cusp, so could go either way, but we're out of the more off the beaten track section and heading towards some more touristy locations.
Yeah, and hopefully off of these relentlessly bumpy roads and onto a little bit of a smoother track. Yeah, it gets tedious. So
we were saying this morning, like our abs can feel it just from like
we were talking about it
bumps.
yesterday. We're like, do you relax and go with the bumps, or do you like kind of tense your body to stabilize? And we weren't too sure because it's kind of hard to know. You're like, oh, you kind of feel relaxed, but today I was like, no, definitely was tensing because every time whatever bumps, I could feel it in my abs. Just like, oh, a bit tender.
So we're gonna have some glorious six packs at the end of this little trip.
Yep.
We just pulled over on the side of the road because we found a, not sure what it is, a green wrapped some product by Wonder, a table or a chair maybe. So I'm just going to pick it up so there's no rubbish on the side of these tracks that are so well maintained and so clean.
Still got the tag on it.
Oh really?
I think it's brand new.
Oh, so it might have fallen off someone's roof then.
I feel bad taking it because what if they realise and they come back looking for it?
Yeah, that's true. Well, do you want to open the bag and just see if it looks broken or intact? If it's intact, we'll leave it. If it's broken, we'll take it and put it in the rubbish.
That's a sturdy bag. It's an expensive chair. I wonder a chair.
I wonder if it's broken.
I think it's... Well, hard to know if it's been used or not. It's got sand in it, but that might just be from where it was. So what do you do in that situation? I don't know.
I think, as you said, like if someone's on like a holiday with their family and they've lost one of their chairs, they'd be gutted to lose it. I'm sure this place isn't that big that they're not going to come back to get it.
I'll leave it here so it's nice and obvious. Hopefully they come back and get it, but you know what? We just wanted to check, make sure it wasn't something that someone had dumped there. If it's a broken chair, we just chuck it in the back and put it in the bin when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we better mosey on. So we made it to our tyre inflation station. It's really handy actually. They've got an inflation station. I love saying that. At the end there's one on either side of the road, so you don't even have to get your own, what do you call it, thing that blows tyres up, air compressor out. So yeah, we're just going to pump back up to road pressure and then we'll be hitting the road back to Denham and across to Monkey Mia.
So we've made it down to Monkey Mia, checked into the caravan park and found our little site in the area there.
Emphasis on little.
Yeah, the unpowered sites are very small in this area. It was literally just enough room for me to put the D-Max in backwards and just put the awning out, and that was pretty much the extent.
Didn't even extend the awning all the way.
Yeah, so fortunately with this awning you can kind of, you don't have to extend it fully because it has that retracting system. So we've maximised our bay and set ourselves up pretty nicely. You're kind of like really on top of your neighbours, but it's all right for a couple of days. The amenities, next level though.
Yeah. Look, it's an RAC park and they really have gone next level. Like everything's very clean. There's plenty of amenities. The camp kitchen's amazing. It's got 2 ovens, 2 massive fridges that you can store stuff in. It's got like pots and pans you can use. It's got like 4 different stove tops, 4 different sinks, and then like seating area and even a flat screen TV and stuff. All enclosed, out of the weather, and just all kept very clean. And all the water is drinking water, which is great. So it's not just bore water. You can and the showers and bathrooms are really good as well. Like plenty of toilets, plenty of showers.
I'd say they're ready for the busier season, which are just about to come into with school holidays looming ever so close. Such an unreal afternoon. Like the sun is beating down. There's not a
it's quite warm.
wisp of wind. Anyway, we're going to start enjoying this afternoon, and I reckon we'll probably wrap up our filming there for this trip as well. Yeah. Because there's not much more we'll film at Monkey Mia.
And also we usually plan our last day to just be wind down and no filming, cameras off, and just have a bit of downtime for ourselves to finish off before we head back to reality.
Exactly.
All too soon.
With that, thank you guys so much for coming along on this little adventure with us. We had an absolute blast exploring that Francois Peron National Park.
Absolutely recommend coming to check it out. I had no idea there was so much to see up this little nook of the WA. Halfway up, as I said, we've done a bit of the northern stuff, been in Coral Bay quite a few times and whatnot, but never stopped in this area. So Francois Peron National Park, absolutely amazing.
So thanks again so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next adventure.
Wherever that may be. Happy camping. So we reached our destination.